from Pretty Road Plans, and I am back today with another budgeting video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. Today my video is geared towards budgeting for beginners. I realized that in my previous November monthly budget, I kind of gave you all numbers out of the woodworks and really didn't tell you where they came from. So today I'm going to show you all how to build your budget from the ground up to start your debt-free journey. So this budget is going to be a mock budget. This has nothing to do with my numbers that I use each month or anybody else's numbers that they use each month. It's just on average, probably about a single person living alone. But the numbers that I use are going to be reasonable. So first things first. It is not imperative that you do the first step, but it is highly suggested so that you know how much you are spending each month. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your last 3 bank statements and you're gonna categorize them. For instance, groceries, shopping, gas, nails, eating out, anything of that sort. But you also need to account for your bills that you pay monthly. Once you have each category, you're gonna add them up and divide by 3 to get your 3-month average. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna write down our expenses for the 3 months from our bank statement. So we have rent, electric, cable and internet, water, we have a phone bill, car note, car insurance, and then we're gonna throw a few credit cards in here. Of course, they're gonna have some student loans. Who doesn't have student loans? Groceries, eating out, nails, shopping, gas, and last but not least, entertainment. And I spelled entertainment wrong. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some white out. I'm gonna wipe that bad boy out. And we're gonna spell entertainment right. So now we're gonna break these off by month. We have month number 1. Month number 2 and month number 3, and the last column will be our average. I really didn't think that you all wanted to sit through about 4 minutes of me just jotting down numbers, so I kind of fast forwarded through this part. These are just average numbers that I came up with from previously living alone and possible rent that I could have been paying living alone in a 1-bedroom. So if we total these amounts up, month 1 we spent $27.40.95. Month number 2 we spent $25.50. $84.89. And month number 3, we spent $26.85.27. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go across and add each month up and then divide by 3 to get your average. And you can do more than 3 months, you can do 6 months, you can do an entire year. It's honestly all up to you and what you prefer. To make this kind of quick, I just did 3 months. It is suggested that you probably do about 6, especially when it comes to electric and gas. The seasons change and your bills fluctuate. So when you're doing your budget, I would say keep that in mind based on the month when you know your bill might be a little higher. When it's hot outside and you're kicking up the air, and when it's freezing cold like it was today and you kick up the heat. So on average, we spend about $2,670.38 every 3 months. Now let's talk about income. So this person, not sure where they work, but they bring in a monthly income of $2,700. Now, as you can see here, month number 1, they spent more than what they actually brought in. How was that possible? Credit cards. I just want to let you guys know that this is honestly real life stuff. There are plenty of people out here living paycheck to paycheck, spending extremely more money than what they are bringing in. I guess some people may think, how is that even possible? Because if people want to do something and they don't have the money for it, all they have to do is swipe a credit card. They don't care about the interest rates. They don't care that their monthly minimum is going up every month. What they care for at that moment in time is doing what they want to do. But now it is time to break that cycle. Now that we have all of our expenses listed out, it's time to see where we can cut back to at least start on baby step number 1. If you watch my previous debt-free journey, I told you about these 7 Dave Ramsey baby steps. And the first baby step is to save $1,000 to your emergency fund. So now we're gonna cut back on the expenses to see where we can start saving to stash that $1,000 away. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna break this off so that we can build our budget. So let's just say this is for November. So when I don't have stickers, this is kind of what I do to make my budget a little prettier. So we have our paycheck, which we are budgeting $2,700 for. Now, nobody has an even paycheck of $2,700, but what I always suggest to do is always make it, when you're budgeting, an even number below what you actually make. So this person's actual could have been honestly $2,725. I always bring it down because at the end of the month, you'll always have the extra money. You can use it towards your debt payment. You can use it towards your savings, but you're honestly not expecting the extra $25 because all you're thinking about is that you have $2,700. So we'll start with the fixed expenses, which was rent, the car note, the car insurance, credit card number 1 and credit card number 2, student loans, and that was it. So these numbers you can't actually play with because they are bills and your bills need to be paid. So we're gonna put what the actual payment was each month. That was 35.62. And then we have car insurance, which was 125.16. Got the first credit card and the second credit card. Student loans. All right, now to work on our variable expenses and to see what we can cut. So first we have electric. This is something that you cannot cut back on. When you are budgeting for your bills, you need to always round up. So for electric, we average $49.50, but we also see that one month it was $59.96. So we're gonna make a budget of $60. So we did rent, we did electric, we have cable and internet, which here we have $115. So we're gonna go up by $120. Just in case that number goes up to $117 one month because taxes just mysteriously rise for whatever reason. And then we have water. And we're gonna do $70 for water, just like with cable. Although we averaged about $60, we see here in month number 2 that the water was high as well. So we're gonna put 70 there. We have a phone bill. We're gonna do 70 there as well. So we did the phone bill, we jotted down the car note, we got the car insurance, we did the credit card, and we did the student loans. Now we're at the portion where we can start looking at what we can actually cut back on now that we got the actual bills out of the way. So here we have groceries. For your groceries, you can start shopping at places like Aldi. Walmart has low prices, and believe it or not, Dollar Tree and Dollar General provides brand name items for less than what you'll get them at other stores. And I know this because I shop at both places on the regular. I may be bougie, but I also have a budget. Another thing you can do to cut back on your groceries or to make sure that you stay in your budget is to shop online. A lot of grocery stores nowadays have grocery pickup. Walmart, for instance. You make your grocery list online, they bag it, and they bring it to you for free as long as you spend a minimum of $30. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go to the grocery store, I always spend more than $30. So I think it would be pretty easy to hit that $30 mark. With that being said, we're gonna leave groceries about where they are because we're probably going to cut back on eating out. So for groceries, I'm going to do $140. Like I said, I gave myself about $75 every 2 weeks to go grocery shopping, and I did pretty good every single time because it was just me. So a single person living alone, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no significant other, I think $140 could do them pretty good. So now we have eating out. When you look back on how much you eat out, those numbers are ridiculous. You do not have to eat out every single day. You would save so much money making your lunch and taking it to work Monday through Friday. I was in the same boat and I would eat out all the time. And when I sat down and added up how much money I spent in food, I was honestly upset with myself because the number was just, it was out of this world. No, I don't remember what the number was, but I honestly don't want it to get that high again unless I am on a vacation. this is actually something that we can cut back on. So with this, we're going to take this down to 80. So we can give ourselves $20 a week to eat out. Check that off. Next, we have nails. Now, I'm not going to say that you need to stop getting your nails done, stop getting your hair done, stop getting your facials, because these things are self-care and I do it. It's something that keeps me happy. So I would not suggest to you to cut back on it completely, but I would minimize the times that I get these things done. As for me, I don't go get my nails done every 2 weeks. Now I go every single month. One, because I'm cutting back on how much I spend on self-care, and two, my nail tech. She's a pretty busy girl, and I have to schedule my nail appointments at least 2 months in advance. So I only schedule one a month. Like I said, if you can't stray away from getting your nails done, just cut back on how many times you do get them done. So we're going to take it from every 2 weeks to actually once a month. So we cut that in half. So check that off the list. Then we have shopping. When it comes to shopping, I am pretty sure you have loads of clothes in your closet. Now, unless you gain weight or unless you lost weight, there's no need for you to go shopping every single time that you get paid. You don't need new clothes. You recycle the old ones. You switch up the shirt. You switch up the jeans. Learn how to recycle your clothes so that it looks like a new outfit. Honestly, no one pays attention to what you wear every single day unless you're wearing it every single day. We're actually going to cut this down tremendously because we have a nice little wardrobe in our closet. Next, we have gas. When it comes to gas, I will say the less places you go, the less money you will spend. Now, do not deprive yourself if you need to go out, if you're an outgoing person, but just take it down a notch. When you're budgeting your money, you'll realize that you're gonna save more on gas because you're not gonna go as many places as you were. You're more cognizant of the money that you spend, so you're gonna stay home rather than spend $100 to go out that night. We can play with gas probably every single month. What I would say do is gauge what you're doing for that month. Make a plan. If anybody has anything they want to do or go anywhere, make those plans so you can know how much you need to put towards gas or how much you can take out to put that money towards something else. And last but not least, we have entertainment. Entertainment. All I'm going to say is learn how to say the word no. Every time you get an offer to go somewhere, the answer does not always have to be yes. If your friends are your real friends, they'll understand that you have a budget, and when you say no, it means no. I know my friends, we understand when we say we don't have it, we don't have it. And then if your friends do invite you somewhere where you have to spend more money, try to find some free activities for you all to do. There's so many free things to do nowadays. All you have to do is go on Google. You don't have to spend a dime every single time that you go out. We're taking it down to 75. So now that that is all said and done, we can go ahead and write in our totals. So for budgeting, we have $860, and for fixed expenses, we have $1,675.43. Now, with these two totals, we have a grand total of $2,525.43. So what is left over from your 27 and your 25? we'll write down here. For leftover budgeting, we have 164.57. This number is going to your emergency fund. This is what you call a zero-based budget. You have allocated every single dollar. Now, in order to not get these items mixed up, you have two options that I can suggest to you. Your option number one is to have two different checking accounts. You'll have one for bills, and your second one is for fun. So what your fun would include, in my case, would be groceries, eating out, nails, shopping, gas, and entertainment. Everything else in here will all go into your bills account. So when you get paid, you put what you need to put in your bill account, and you need to put these amounts in your fun account. For me, I know that I'm only going to spend $600 a month. So every 2 weeks, my check automatically gets split into two different checking accounts. So 600 goes into one while the difference goes into the other. So once all of my bills are paid, I take what's ever left over, and that goes towards debt. Option number two would be cash envelopes. If you're already in the debt-free journey, you probably know what cash envelopes are, but they are envelopes that have the different categories named outside of the envelope, and you put your cash in those, and once you spend the cash from each category, then that is it. You don't have anything else for that category until the next month comes along. But those are my two suggestions when it comes to how to kind of manage your money. So this $167.57 needs to go to your emergency fund. Now, I suggest that this amount also be separate from your two check-ins, specifically in a separate bank where you can't easily access the money. So if you are down and you don't have anything in these categories, you can't easily go and transfer this money. So I would suggest doing a high yield savings account. The high yield savings account that I have is American Express Savings. When I first started, I was at about 1.90% yield savings, but it has dropped to 1.75. Now, with this amount, with you putting away only $167.57 a month, it'll probably take you approximately 6 months to save your $1,000. Depending on your financial situation, it may be easier for you or it may be harder, but you will never know which one until you actually start. And if you're looking at your numbers and you're feeling discouraged, try to find a side hustle to make you more money. You have Uber, you have Lyft, you have Amazon delivery. Now, with all of the grocery stores doing grocery pickup, you have the grocery deliveries and the fast food deliveries. With it being around the holidays, almost every single retailer is looking for people to hire for the holiday season. There is no reason for you to not have money. There is no reason for you to not want to go out and get it. I've Ubered before. I had Lyft. I did Amazon delivery. I've worked at retail stores, and I've considered going back during the holidays just to get discounts for Christmas. It's so easy, and if you have the time, it's just like, why not? Why not take that extra time and do it? Why not cut that TV show off to go make you an extra few bucks? It honestly won't hurt anybody, and it'll help you in the long run. So my advice to you is, don't be the problem, fix the problem by bringing in those extra coins to become debt free. Like Dave Ramsey said, live like no one else so that you live like no one else. Meaning that being a penny pincher now and saving your coins living like no one else because everyone else is out here spending all of their money. You'll live like no one else later on in life when you have investments and you have savings and you can go on vacations and you could possibly work for yourself, not thinking about how soon your next payday is. So I really hope that this video has helped you all at least come up with some type of budget so that you can start budgeting your money and join the debt-free journey train. I will say I've saved so much money starting this journey, and I am so much more aware of where every single dollar is going. I'm able to save for vacations, which I wasn't able to do before. Anytime I went on vacation, my mom was always there and I always expected her to pay. My last vacation that we went on, I think all my mom bought me was a few drinks, and I was extremely proud of myself because I didn't have to worry about her spending money or fussing because she had to pay for everything. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. So don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends so that they can start the debt-free journey with you.